Hello and welcome to episode 4 of Let's Talk Anarchy Online. Today is multiboxing. And yeah, that is a screen of someone multiboxing that I found actually online. Apparently, a lot of people are pissed off about it. And the first week that I came back, I heard a lot of people, and when I say I heard, I said TeamSpeak. Telling me, man, you have no idea what's going on. Things have been pretty bad for the last year and a half. There's been a bunch of multi-boxes that have been creating problems. I'm like, what are you talking about? Well, the multi-box whole teams, this single player controlling 6 characters or more, where the guy uses 1 or 2 keystrokes and he controls all characters at the same time and targets one player. That player goes down seconds, not even a chance to defend himself on PvP. I'm like, wow, that doesn't sound too balanced. But then I heard from other people that they actually multi-box, but not for PvP, but for PvM, in which they do, let's say they farm Albatrum or Alapa for the shoulder pads in the programs. You know, the multi-box characters, not to kill other players, but to farm things, to build, credits, because they have several, accounts, and they're paid accounts. They're not free accounts. So if you're paying for 6 different accounts, and you gotta fund 6 different accounts with characters in it, you gotta make not a couple of thousand credits. You need to make billions of credits, because you're gonna end up needing, if you want to have your characters well equipped, regardless of if they're title level 1 or 7, you're gonna spend billions of credits in armor, symbionts, and items. Also loot rights. Sometimes if you have 20 characters or 30 characters across 6 accounts, you can't every time farm and loot what you need. Sometimes you have to buy the loot rights, and that costs money, a lot of money in game. I mean, you could, I believe the Hollow Island shades are about 500 million or 700 million, something like that, and that's one item. So that's a lot. So you gotta make money somehow. So it sort of makes, I wouldn't say makes sense, but it's acceptable that you are using 6 of your characters all together to farm items to make your money. That's my point of view. So that aspect, I don't think it creates any unbalance in the game or affects the market value of stuff, because if you're farming with 6 characters and you're willing to pay for the 6 characters, I don't think you're gonna make a gigantic amount of profit, because you're gonna spend money on equipping all those characters. So that's sort of acceptable to me. But on the PvP aspect, even though I don't PvP myself, it's, I think, unfair that someone is using 6 characters to kill another player. It's unfair. Now, explaining it is hard, because the guy who's using 6 characters paying for 6 accounts. That money goes towards the development of the game. If all the multi-boxes were banned because of multi-boxing, they would have to, those rules would also have to apply to the guy who's multi-boxing, farming stuff to pay for the equipment and development of his characters. It's hard to even say, okay, this is the way where we can deal with the multi-boxes that are doing the bad stuff without affecting the multi-boxes that are not affecting things negatively in the game. And I couldn't think of any way to say, here's a solution. I asked around, there was no clear cut. But then somebody pointed me to a post in the Anarchy Online forums. This post was made November 25th of this year by Eternity. In which forum? In the 18.7 update forum. And the title of this post is CCP making changes to EULA and multi-boxing rules. Now I read it and it's interesting. In short, running multiple accounts at the same time remains legal. In regards to input broadcasting and input multiplexing, this will be looked at as a bannable offense, meaning you will risk a permanent ban or a two-strike policy for broadcasting commands over multiple clients. I would just like to say, well done CCP. I hope Funcom can follow up and do the same. Dark Empire. I guess the post, Dark Empire is the name of his main character. His name on the forums is Eternity. And his title is PvP Addict. So I guess that's why he posted this, because now I had to read it a couple of times to understand what it means, because I don't multibox, so I didn't understand the terms. But I can understand now that running multiple accounts at the same time is fine, but controlling all of them at the same time with single keystrokes, I believe that is a big no-no. And if a company created this policy because of PvP issues, which is, I believe, what it was the reason for it, and the same problem is here in Anarchy Online, wouldn't that rule also help us? Well, I wouldn't say us including me because I don't PvP, but the people who do PvP in Anarchy Online probably will be happy with this rule. I don't know if Funcom is aware of what other companies are doing regarding issues similar to the ones that they face, but it was posted in the Air forums, and I believe it has 7 pages of replies, 4,167 views. That's a lot of views, and a total of 122 replies. 4,000 views it's a lot of views. I went through a couple of pages, and there wasn't anything where people said, "Oh, that's not a good idea." Quite the opposite, actually. People were supportive of something like this being applied to Anarchy Online. There is a solution, and it's been posted in the forums. Is Funcom going to do it? I have no idea. Should they do it? Yes. I think they should. What is your opinion on multiboxing? Is it fine to do it for PvM, but not for PvP? Should it be completely bannable offense? Or should it be like the rule made by CCP? Post your comments down below, and thank you for listening.